foraging.
I tricked Chitra out on her day off, promising her foraging in a wood, and I feel very guilty. But now she's out, there's nothing she can do about it.
Terrible man, not coming. Hello.
I've come back to Broadtown, the ancient Saxon estate of Cleves, to look for Ceattan Broc. There's Ceatta's Broc. Ceattan Broc is there's a Saxon chap called Ceatta who is we've got two figures in the charter that are of interest, Tocha and Ceatta. But what's also interesting Ceatta gives his name to Chaddington, which is where we park the car, Chaddington Farm, and the charter talks about going down the Ceattan Broc, and that's what we've just had a look at over here, and it's pretty exciting. I wasn't exactly sure that Ceattan Broc was this one over here. It might have been the one in Chaddington, Great Chaddington Farm, the stream, but it does seem the wording of the charter does suggest it's this one. I'm now pretty sure that is it. So that in itself is interesting. I was going to do a wider piece according to the landscape of the whole area, including Breydon Forest, because we've got Breydon Forest, we've got Breydon stock, which has the word Breydon in it, and that suggests it was once in Breydon Forest. Now the records we have from the 1200s suggest it's just outside the forest, but the name itself tells us that it was at some point. And also we know that there's a park called Vastern, and that's Old English for Fastern, which is like a stronghold. Now Vastern, you know, from the word park, we know that at some point it was probably royal forest, or it has the privatised nature of a royal forest. So that is also outside the boundaries, the ancient boundaries of Breydon Forest perambulation, yet we know it was covered by it. Also the men of Wootton, we know they were excused from appearing at their Swanimote, or Swanimote, which is the meeting of all the representatives in the forest. So the fact that they're excused from going tells us that at some point they were considered, they ought to have been. So Wootton was in the forest.